here with Amineh, Dr. Amineh Hoti. She's Ambassador Ahmed's daughter. She came all the way from Cambridge to be with us in Texas. She was here for Houston, and now we're in Austin. We're here with her two children, Mina, who's 13, and Ibrahim, who's 10. And they've been a wonderful part of the team, all three of them. They've been interviewing, doing questionnaires, all kinds of things with us, and we want to hear their impressions.
I work at the Center for the Study of Muslim-Jewish Relations, and I'm also working at the Society for Dialogue and Action at Lucy Cavendish College. And I felt that there's been a very positive response to interfaith from very senior figures like the Chief Rabbi of the United Kingdom and the Archbishop of Canterbury, Prince Hassan of Jordan, and there are people like that at that level who are supporting it. But there are also people at the grassroots who would like to participate and learn from the course and courses that we're offering. But of course, there are also certain communities or certain people who don't believe in dialogue, so that does become a challenge. And I think those are possibly global. It's been a wonderful trip for me and the children, because it's not only a trip to see America and discover America, but it's also a trip where I've bonded with my father and been there, so it's been a personal journey for me. You're really creating bridges and helping people understand Islam and help Muslims understand America. So it's helping the process both ways. England is a much more hierarchical society, and it's a much more established society. And so when Muslims coming in, they feel part of a hierarchy, but not always at the top. Whereas America, everybody is from somewhere else. So the Muslims that we talk to from the Bohra community and the different communities, the Zoroastrians, and from the variety of communities, Ismailis and Sunnis and Shias and all of them felt part of America, because there was, for them, American identity was part of a wider discourse. Well, I think it's a reverse. So although you have one or two key themes that are running along the same path, but also your team has learned so much more from that first experience. So you're able to ask much more refined questions. You're engaging with a wider variety of people, perhaps. Also the way you hand out your questionnaires and also all that is interesting and an improvement. I'm very impressed with the team because they're all very professional and they function very smoothly, and I think they've learned a lot and they've really come a long way, although they're very young. What to me is very interesting, that here a group of American students, but they're seeing Islam through its own eyes. We had a lunch the other day with, was it the oil center? And there were a lot of elderly Americans who were seeing Islam through the prism of the media. And that wasn't helpful. For me, that was very negative as a Muslim. For a team of young Americans to see Islam through its own eyes, it's real anthropology for me, because that's successful anthropology. And I think you have a very good teacher, and I think you all are successful yourselves in coming to this stage, because it's a journey. It's not only a journey that you're going through within America, but you yourselves are developing and growing and learning, and you've come a long way to see that, because Frankie answered one or two questions and Jonathan answered something you've answered, and every time you do speak from a perspective that's very helpful in terms of bridge building and understanding the other.
I learned more about Texas itself than actually Muslims in Texas. For example, like only 20 years ago, this would be a desert with cowboys roaming it. And like I was shocked to find that it's more like a city place. Well, I think that people are like, they don't mind Muslims in Texas.
They like Muslims overall?
Not really like, but don't mind. In interesting because it's like a symbol and like a remembrance of another country. So like I can learn more about another country, and that helps you to build bridges and to understand another country. Well, for many of the people we interviewed, what they thought American identity was sort of freedom, and like the freedom of speech.
What do you think it is?
I think it's the same thing. No, but you shouldn't have too much freedom to like go out to like pubs and like drink, because actually many Americans go underage to pubs.
And that's dangerous.
There's a lot of freedom and stuff, and everyone does do, like, people can do anything. They can become anything they want, even if they're born really poor or something. They could become someone really important. So.
Identity is the values that everybody believes in freedom and certain core values. But at a specific level, I think each person brings in their cultural specificity. So you may be Pakistani, you may be Bangladeshi, you may be from the UK or Italian or Irish, or and you'll follow those one or two specific things, or you may be Jewish or Muslim or Christian or anybody, but you'll have your certain way of doing things. So when you have American identity as an umbrella, you'll also have the one or two things more specific. So I think it's combining the two and keeping a balance between the two that makes up your sense of American identity. I really appreciated being part of this project, and I want to thank everybody on the team, especially Professor Akbar Ahmed, for his generosity and hospitality, for his wisdom, and for guiding these students, these wonderful group of students, and for guiding myself in my life. It's been a wonderful journey for me and for all of us, I'm sure. It's been a life-changing experience, and I've learned a lot, and I'm sure the students here have learned and changed their perspective, which is really important. As I said, it's important to walk in the shoes and see from the point of view of another, and I think that's what the students have done here. And I send all my best blessings, support and wishes, and I'm sure there are many people around the world watching this blog. I know that there are many people, many friends and family in Cambridge who are watching this blog, and send their support, full support for this project, and wish it all the best success. Thank you.
We were so glad to have you all on the trip. It's been absolutely wonderful with you guys, and I know everyone on the team has really enjoyed having you guys as part of the team, if it was only for a week. But I'm so glad you guys came, and you added so much to it. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you.